Kershaw.
You know, just once, I would like to see Hollywood make a movie that tells a realistic love story. Girl meets a guy, she gives him her phone number, he calls her, they start having sex. She starts to like him. He says, no monogamy for me, thank you, I like sleeping around. She continues to sleep with him anyway because she thinks she can't do any better. So they have sex about once a week, and every once in a while this guy mentions another girl that he's sleeping with, and it hurts her, but she keeps it to herself. She waits until after he's gone to cry. She never actually allows herself to fall in love with this guy because she knows that they probably don't have any kind of future together. You know, a romance where the surly, cynical young slacker makes no personal revelations, no drastic personality change, no big emotional speech, and the woman who likes him lowers her expectations accordingly.
Next up, we have Cher Sakahara.
You want me to do a better job? You want to challenge me? Well, I've got more experience and talent in my left pinky toe than you got in your whole body. Well, you may be older, and you may think that gives you some sort of say, but in reality, you're just washed up losers. Yeah, that's right, losers. Woo! Banter, that's all we ever get around here. Blah, 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 blah. And more blah, blah. You know what? Hey, everybody, look, there's Mr. Blah, blah. I tell you. I messed it, sorry.
What did it take?
I'm gonna cut her later.
Next up. On button. Next up, we have Chris Decker.
So, first order of business, no more socks. It's expensive, coming up the works, plumbing-wise. So, you may be thinking to yourself, well, what do I do with all that Pro Jam if I can't spew it into Mr. Sock? Glad you asked. You can have a lovely time tugging the tiger in the shower each morning, but unless you want to take 4 or 5 showers a day, you need to look at your other options. First, tissues. Lovely backstop for all that creamy Italian. Next, we move on to more lubricated flat catchers, specifically bananas. Step 1, peel the banana. Step 2, slip the peel over your Randy Johnson and start punching. Also, olive oil, spit, honey, butter, moisturizer, hair conditioner, and Vaseline work well as lube. In my opinion, the best lube is lube. So save up your money and invest in some soup. Hey, homework.
Next up, we have Christine Nell. Crow, sorry.
Okay, this guy is tall, dark, and handsome, and every bit of the phrase. He looks like John Kennedy Jr. God rest his soul. But even better, he has a great job, he has perfect manners, but there's just one thing wrong with him. He has the worst breath. I mean, if you took cow shit, pig's feet, and Neanderthal and rolled them all up into this one giant ball of breath, he'd have a meat. So, you know, we go to dinner, I think that's gonna kill it off. Yeah, right. So I offer him a breath mint. Not so much. So finally the date is over, I've had about as much of this as I can take, and he leans in for a goodnight kiss. Hells to the no, I'm not kissing that. So I gave him the cheek and sent him on his merry way. He looked upset, but he's dumb.
Next up, we have CJ Armstrong.
Hi, is this where you register? Oh, great. I'd like to register, please. Yeah, I know. You want to know when the event is? You probably mean the wedding date. Well, there isn't one. I'm not getting married. It's just, yes, I know you're a bridal registry and you only register brides. Which I kind of find discriminating, actually. No, look, I just want to register. I don't want to be a hassle. No, you don't have to look at the manager. Look, it's just, you know, for years now, I've been having to buy gifts for all of my friends when they get married. And you know, I need things. I'm not getting married, but I need things. So I insist upon registering. Yes, I know I am single. It's fine. I like it.
Next up, we have Emily Spain.
So I met this guy who fried his sperm count with his laptop in his balls. Apparently he's a writer, like a journalist, and he's always, writing in his little laptop, but he always kept it in his lap. But apparently the heat from the laptop cooked his sperm in his sack. Yeah, it sucks. Now he's forced to adopt kids as he wants. How sad is that? At first, I thought he was joking, but the poor bastard was serious. So when I get home, I go and I Google it. I don't know what to put in. All frying over his nutsack. So I put in laptop on lap. I get a bunch of articles, but get this, his name comes up. He's apparently a major leading journalist in the area, and this is making him famous. It's like his claim to fame. And he's got very good articles. But not my type, though. I only went on the one date. The whole overheating stack thing was a little too much to bear for me.
Next up, we have John Slaw.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Venture Theater. Tonight's monologues. Before we continue, I have a few brief announcements. Please refrain from eating, drinking, smoking, anything during our monologues. It's distracting. Also, would you please notice that the toilets are out the hallway, so if you have to go, go there. At this time, please locate the exits nearest you. In case the theater suffers a sudden loss of pressure, oxygen masks will fall from the ceiling. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and continue to breathe normally. If you are here tonight with a small child or a midget, please place your mask on first and let the little brother fend for himself. Thank you and continue.
Jordan Fuhrer.
You killed me! You bitch! I mean, I'm sure this vampire thing is gonna be really... Whoa, is that my face? I'm like a poster child for Proactive. But we gotta talk about this blood drinking thing. Can it be mixed with vodka? Or... I'm just not so sure about... to hell with it.
Evan Schweigert.
Get my horn ready. So, from that moment on, she was all over me. And I mean, she's a good-looking girl, right? A little obsessed with TV. I never really knew what the hell she was talking about. I'm not much of a TV watcher myself. I never was. My friend would be zoning out in front of the tube, and I'd be out playing sports and bird dogging chicks. I'm a liver, a doer. I'm not a sit around and watch her. But anyway, she was hot, so I figured I'd play along with the whole hitman thing. I mean, you're probably not going to believe this, but I don't really get all that much action. I mean, don't get me wrong, chicks go nuts for me. I can get action 24/7. Not that I don't want action 24/7. I mean, I'm particular. I have standards. I'm looking for a independent, strong, gorgeous, a woman like yourself. Someone I can be honest with and take long walks with and communicate with. What? Yeah, so we're in the bar. A couple more. Oh, that's it.
That was from the one act I directed this year. I should have let him finish. We're now going to take a brief intermission.